Hare Krishna everybody. Today I'm going to be leading the Kirtan and my sister is going to talk about Nrisimha Dev. So now let's start. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya
Hare Krishna everyone, and thank you for coming to Kids Krishna Katha class. So, tomorrow is a very auspicious day in the Vaishnava calendar. And what is the occasion? It is Nrisimha Caturdashi, the appearance day of Lord Nrisimha. Nrisimha Bhagavan ki jai! But who is Lord Nrisimha? And what purpose did he appear for? Today, I am going to be narrating the pastime of how Nrisimha appeared. So this is how it starts. In Vishnu's Varaha avatar, which is the third incarnation in the 10 most prominent incarnations of Krishna, the Lord killed Hiranyaksha, who was Hiranyakashipu's brother, because he was trying to drown Mother Earth, Bhumi. And Hiranyakashipu was enraged and wanting to seek revenge for his brother Hiranyakashipu started performing many austerities to please Lord Brahma. And he performed austerities for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And finally, Brahma was satisfied, and he came down from Brahmaloka to earth. And it is very nicely described in the Bhagavatam that during this period of many, many penances, Hiranyakashipu's body, because he wasn't taking any food or water, it became a skeleton, and there were so many anthills on it, and there were bugs and insects and many creatures crawling up and down it. But he didn't die, and he was very fixed in his determination. So Brahma came down, and he sprinkled some water from his holy water pot onto Hiranyakashipu, and instantly all the anthills and insects disappeared, and he regained his original form. So then Brahma asked, "What boon do you want? Tell me, I will fulfill it." So then Hiranyakashipu asks to be immortal. Now Brahma, he can't fulfill this kind of boon because he himself is not immortal. So he says the same to Hiranyakashipu. Yes, even Brahma, who is one of the most greatest devotees of Lord Krishna and who is the creator of this material world, he also has to give up his body at some stage. But he lives for a very, very long duration of time, much more than us, so much more than we can even perceive. So Brahma asked Hiranyakashipu to ask for a different boon. So then Hiranyakashipu started giving his list of boons, that he didn't want to be killed by man or animal, by weapon or no weapon, in day or night, inside or outside, in sea, land or sky. So he made up so many places where he wouldn't be killed, and ways how he would not be killed. So in this way, Brahma granted him the boon, because he had not asked to be immortal. He was just giving a list of things in places or circumstances he wouldn't die in. But Hiranyakashipu thought that this was practically being immortal, because it was so many lists and wishes of him not dying. So, satisfied, he went back home. When he went back to his palace, he, getting so much power, he captured the whole of the kingdom, and he started tormenting and terrorizing every person living there. And he killed all the sages and cows and did many sinful activities. And he wanted everybody to worship himself instead of worship Lord Vishnu. And whoever worshipped Lord Vishnu would be instantly killed. So like this, he mercilessly went on doing his activities. So the demigods, seeing this, were very frightened and afraid, and even they didn't have the courage to confront him. So they went to Lord Brahma And Lord Brahma went to Lord Vishnu, who said that soon he would be coming down, and the cause of him coming down would be Prahlad, the son of Hiranyakashipu. So, Kayadu, who is Hiranyakashipu's wife, gives birth to Prahlad in Narad Muni's ashram, and over there Narad Muni tells Prahlad many Vedic stories and guides him on the spiritual path. And Prahlad is enlightened and is a great devotee of Narayan. So then Kayadu and Prahlad go back to Hiranyakashipu's palace, and now Hiranyakashipu has become the ruler of the earth because he has captured all the kingdoms and defeated all the other kings. So there he is trained in a demoniac school. Just like we all have schools, the demons also have schools, but over there they teach different things, political things, and how to control and rule people and strike terror in people's hearts. But even over there, Prahlad preached to his friends, and his friends were very eager to hear the messages about Lord Krishna. And yes, so every day he went to school. When the teachers were on a break or weren't looking, Prahlad would preach to his friends. Then one day, Hiranyakashipu called Prahlad and asked him, "My dear Prahlad, what have you learnt at school today?" Prahlad then replied, "I have learnt how to serve Lord Narayan. I've been hearing about his glories and his pastimes and his names. Oh, so wonderful and sweet and nectarian they are." Hearing this, Hiranyakashipu is enraged, and he orders the two sons of Shukracharya, Sanda and Amarka, to give him special tutorial lessons. And even there, he is absorbed in Lord Krishna's thoughts. So Sanda and Amarka fail and come back to Hiranyakashipu saying that there is no way that we can stop Prahlad from thinking about Lord Vishnu and thoughts and serving him. Hearing this, Hiranyakashipu tries many ways to get Prahlad to become a demon, but he fails. And finally, he gets so angry that he just decides to kill him. Yes, kill his own son. So he does many things to kill his son. He pushes him off a cliff. He pushes him into a pit full of poisonous snakes. He puts him in a big pot full of boiling oil. Then he puts him in an area where big elephants are trained to trample on Prahlad. Then what else? He is thrown into the sea with a boulder, a big rock attached to his back. He is poisoned, and once Hiranyakashipu even called his sister Holika to kill Prahlad. He asked her to burn him. Now Holika had a special power. She was immune to fire, so she couldn't get burnt. So Holika sat in a fire with Prahlad on her lap, with the intention that Prahlad would be burnt but Holika would still survive. But in the end, also shocked were the citizens and Hiranyakashipu when he saw that Prahlad was safe and nothing he wasn't even burnt. Like a little scratch, a little burn, nothing. Instead, Holika herself had been burnt to ashes. Yes, I'm very sorry, there's a lot of background noise because there's very torrential rains. So, yes, I'm very sorry for that. I'll try speaking louder. and make the audio audible. Very sorry for that. So, what happened next? He tried in so many ways to kill Prahlad. But he even tried starving him. But nothing worked. Because why? Prahlad was always remembering and chanting the names of Narayan. Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. Always absorbed in those thoughts. That's why Krishna always came there to protect him. He was a sincere devotee. And why would not Krishna come? So then, Hiranyakashipu was so angry. And he asked Prahlad that today I will not kill you, but I will kill the source from where your power is coming from. Tell me, where is your Lord Vishnu? Is he in this pillar? And Prahlad said, yes, my father. Lord Krishna is my Vishnu. Lord Krishna, Narayan, is omnipresent. He is everywhere. So yes, he is in that pillar. Hiranyakashipu, wanting to kill Vishnu, he immediately broke the pillar. And out came the most ferocious personality that they had ever seen. Who was it? They didn't know. He was massive. He reached to the skies. And when he roared, all the planets, the above and the lower, they all shook with terror. And everybody was so scared. Who was this personality? He was neither man nor animal. This personality was Lord Nrisimha himself, come to protect his dear devotee Prahlad. Nrisimha and Hiranyakashipu then had a big duel. They fought and fought. And for Nrisimha, this was just like child's play. He sometimes caught hold of Hiranyakashipu, and sometimes he let him go to let him come up again and fight again. In this way, he played for a long time. Hiranyakashipu thought, there is no way this creature can kill me, because I already have so many boons. I have earned so many boons from Brahma. But he did not know that he would be killed. And so, Lord Nrisimha dragged Hiranyakashipu from his hair to the doorway. And there he ripped apart his chest and pulled out his intestines and put them around his neck as garlands. He teared at his flesh, and his teeth was all bloody, and his mane was so ferocious, just like a fire, and his eyes gleamed like the sun. Then he set out to kill all the other demons and destroy the whole demon race. He went to the planets above and below, to where all the demons lived, and he slaughtered each and every one of them, not leaving even one trace of a single demon. So in this way, he finished all the demons. He came back, still very angry, his nostrils huffing and puffing, so angry. He wanted to kill everybody in his way. So yes, then he was so angry. Nobody could calm him down. And all the demigods had been watching this from above, and they had now all come down to earth and were watching this as it happened. One by one, the demigods came and tried to pacify Lord Nrisimha, but nobody could pacify him. Indra came, Brahma came, Vayu came, but nobody could. Even goddess Lakshmi, Lord Nrisimha's wife, Lord Vishnu's wife, tried to pacify him, but she failed. It was just so scary. Nrisimha was in such a state, nobody could go near him. Then, 5-year-old boy Prahlad went up to Nrisimha fearlessly and started offering many prayers, Nrisimhadev then finally calmed down and picked up Prahlad and put him on his lap, just like a father, an affectionate father. He then asked Prahlad, "Tell me, what boon do you wish for?" Prahlad then said, "I wish for you to forgive my father." Nrisimhadev then said that your father has already been forgiven and he has moved on to his next life. So then Prahlad wished for him to always be in the association of devotees and always be able to hear his names and chant his names. So he was then, by Nrisimhadev himself, crowned the new king. Ratnavali Mataji asks, so why has Lord Nrisimhadev applied violence or anger in this pastime? So as we saw in a previous session, the Lord comes down in many incarnations for different purposes, and he has 64 qualities, but he doesn't exhibit all of them. He has them, but he doesn't exhibit all of them because it is not needed. And in this particular pastime, he was needed to protect his devotee Prahlad and kill the demon Hiranyakashipu. So that is why he was very angry, and he took this poem and he applied violence. And then on the other hand, we see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't use any weapons like physical weapons, but his weapon was the holy names of Krishna, the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Even Buddha, he came for non-violence, to preach about non-violence. But here, Nrisimhadev has come for violence. He has come to finish the demons. So he is exhibiting his quality of strength and violence, and not really violence, but his ability to protect his devotees, his willingness to kill the demons and protect the devotees. So yes, thus the Prahlad was crowned the new king. And yes, so he was crowned the new king, and he ensured that all his citizens were on the right path of spiritual living. And yes, he ruled. He was a very good king, and he ruled for many years. So, time. Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Shri Nrisimhadev Bhagavan ji ki jai, Nrisimhadev Caturdashi ki jai. Can we, Ratnavali Mataji also asks, can we also use anger to correct someone? Now that is a very important question, a relatable question. So what I have learned from my elders and spiritual leaders and parents, that when we don't use anger, we don't use violence, that we speak nicely and respectfully to anyone, even if we are in a bad mood, even if we are feeling guilty, and even if we are correct and right, and we are sure of it, 100% sure. But when it comes to the case of Krishna and his devotees, when we see others criticizing devotees and blaspheming them or the scriptures or about Krishna, then it is okay to show our anger, but that too not in a what should I say, in a disrespectful way, but to nicely say that this is why you shouldn't be blaspheming the scriptures. You never do it again. These are the sins that occur when you do this, and it is very bad. So then anger is allowed, but in a respectful way. So I hope I said the correct answer. It's time for the quiz. So the first question is the names of the two teachers of Prahlad. So remember the names of the two teachers of Prahlad. So remember when Hiranyakashipu was very angry at Prahlad because he kept talking about Lord Vishnu. And on one such occasion he said the following verse. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Tasyam Sakyam Atmani Vedanam. These are the 9 ways to please Krishna. Hearing, chanting, remembering Vishnu, serving his lotus feet, then you may wish to worship, pray, serve, all be your friend, everything to Krishna you can surrender. So this was a tiny poem that I learned in Hare Krishna school, and it's a very nice poem to remember all the 9 processes of bhakti, which Prahlad explains to his father. And this is why Hiranyakashipu was so enraged, and he wanted to give Prahlad some extra training. And that's why he employed these 2 teachers who were sons of Shukracharya. So again, the names of the teachers. Anybody? Yes, I've got one answer from Ratnavali Mataji. We will see if it is correct. Anybody else? 2 answers now. Anybody else? Waiting for my answers. And if you have any other questions regarding this, you can just type it up again on the comments, and I'm just recording the points. So I've got 4 answers so far. Anybody else? Okay, we'll proceed to the next question. What was the name of Prahlad's mother? So Prahlad was born in the cottage of Narad Muni. And what was his mother's name? When he was in his mother's womb, Narad Muni used to tell I almost said the name, gave you a hint. So Narad Muni used to tell Prahlad's mother the pastimes of Krishna and many other scriptural things. And that is how Prahlad was imbibed in all these spiritual things, and he knew so much about Krishna. 3 answers for the second question. Ooh, more people are joining. Yes, join. I'll just record your names. So 1 second. Okay, I just hope I've got all the correct. Another person joined in. In the quiz. Okay, the third question. Third question is, in which avatar did the Lord kill Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu's brother? So remember, the Lord kills Hiranyaksha in a certain avatar because he was trying to drown Bhumi, and he had almost drowned her, but luckily the Lord came and rescued Mother Earth Bhumi and killed Hiranyaksha. Anybody else? So, in which avatar did the Lord kill Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu's brother? Ooh, I've got few answers. Any more? I'm waiting for more answers. One more. Okay, shall we go to the next question? Okay. What weapon did Lord Nrisimha use to kill Hiranyakashipu? So, remember all the boons that Hiranyakashipu had got from Brahma. So, let's look back at them and let's see how they were broken one by one as Nrisimha appeared. So it was okay, so let me just record where I wrote it. Okay, he asked not to be killed by neither man or animal. So he was killed by nor man nor animal. He was killed by half man, half lion. So that is in one of the boons. Nor in air, water, land, or sea. And that was not anywhere. It was in the doorway. Not inside or outside. It was in the doorway. Not at day or night. It was at dusk. And neither by weapons or no weapons. That is the one you're needing. And any other ones? I don't recall any other ones. So let me just quickly go back and record the answers. Okay. Sorry if this is taking a bit of time. Just need to... Okay, and last but not least, the last question is an open question. It is, if Lord Krishna had personally asked you any boon, and you don't have to be thinking in spiritual matters, just any boon, what would you ask for? Please tell me, I'm eager to know. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that too. Krishnendra Prabhu, it was on the Lord's lap. Yes, it was on the Lord's lap in the doorway. So that is in all of the boons. So, Krishna is so clever, he took the incarnation of such a person that it was in all the boons that Brahma had given Hiranyakashipu. So again, if Lord Krishna personally asked you for what boon you would like, what would you choose? Garima Mataji, Bhakti. Yes, that is a very good thing to ask for. Bhakti. We all need pure Bhakti. Durga Mataji. Arjuna said he wants to always remember Krishna. Ratnavali Mataji, I wish that I could love everyone purely so they are happy. Sudharma Mataji, love of Godhead. Vishnupati Mataji, how could I please him? Meaning Krishna, right? These are all really, really nice benedictions. And we should ourselves attempt and try our best to fulfill these. Like, what can you do to ensure, Ratnavali Mataji, that you can love everyone purely? So maybe you can set a goal. Like, you will, whenever you meet somebody, instead of looking at the negatives, you will always look at the positives. And Sudharma Mataji, love of Godhead. So that is a very broad topic. So come and narrow it down. Love of Godhead. So in devotional service, what do you like? What do you like the most? Of course, there are... there's no things about likes and dislikes, but some people are attracted to deity worship, some people are attracted to chanting, some people are attracted to Harinam. Maybe you could focus on one of these things that you like the most, and then you could focus on love for Godhead. I hope I gave you a good idea. Danika, make everyone a devotee. Oh, So everybody wishes to wish that, but that needs to be done with sincere devotion. So what can you do to make people a devotee, Danika? You can inspire people by uploading videos on how you are chanting shlokas, or say a little story. Is that a good idea? Durga Mataji for Arjuna said he wants to always remember Krishna. So what is a way that you will always remember Krishna? Think of a way. And Garima Mataji, Bhakti. How will you get Bhakti? So just like love for Godhead, I recommend you to focus on one of all the devotional activities there are. Anybody else? Ratravati Mataji, extracting the positive from everyone we meet and interact with, and inspire those who are near us at home and in the temple and the neighbors too. Yes. So we should always try to look for the positive qualities and traits in everybody, not the negatives. And just like we covered last time, we should never judge a devotee by their appearance, because you never know, you could be making a big offense. Danika, yes, good idea. I'm happy to know. Okay, I think everybody has shared their thoughts. I thank you very, very much for sharing your thoughts. It's really nice when we share our thoughts with each other and discuss tips and how we can engage more in Krishna's loving devotional service and advance more on the path of Godhead. So, as a conclusion, I would like to say that Prahlad used to share the glories of devotional service with his friends and inspire them to follow Krishna's instructions. All his classmates were attracted to the messages of Krishna, and they felt blissful. Similarly, when we share the glories of Nrisimhadev's appearance, when we share the glories of devotional service with other friends, everybody becomes joyful. Lord Nrisimhadev's appearance from a pillar proves that the Lord is omnipresent. So the Lord is everywhere. So Lord Nrisimhadev coming from a pillar proves that he is omnipresent. He is everywhere. There is not a place where Krishna is not residing. Of course, when you say, is he in my food? Is he in my laptop? He is there in a way, but he is there not a way as well. So we can't see him, and it's a bit weird to think that if he's everywhere, then he must be in our food. So we're kind of eating him. So it's a bit complicated that way, but it's better not to think that way. Just to think that he is omnipresent and everywhere. So the Lord protects his devotees. The Lord always protects his devotees at all costs. So if we become devoted to him, we have nothing to fear in our life. Thank you very much, Mataji, for guiding me and giving me this opportunity to give classes. And yes, thank you very much. And Hare Krishna. No. It's very late. Okay, I know it's getting late, but I wanted to share this verse with you. And some devotees say it before Nrisimhadev prayers. And we were thinking of doing Nrisimhadev prayers too, but it's getting a bit late. And I totally understand Ratravani Mataji. But this is just a shloka, and I'll say the translation. And this is in the Nrisimha Kavacham. So we'll quickly say it. Garjantam Garjayantam
Garjantam Garjayantam Japatalam
Spotayantam Hatantam
Spotayantam
Rupyantam Tapayantam
Yapyantam Tapayantam
Divi Bhuvi Dittijam
Vididididam
Shepayantam Shipantam Grandantam Roshayantam
Kantam Roshayantam
Shivi Satatam
Shidishi Satatam
Samharantam Harantam Dikshantam Purnayantam Translation. Lord Nrisimha roars loudly and causes others to roar. With his multitudes of arms, he tears the demons asunder and kills them in this way. He is always seeking out and tormenting the demoniac descendants of Diti, both on this earth planet and in the high planets, and he throws them down and scatters them. He cries with great anger as he destroys the demons in all directions. Yet, with his unlimited hands, he sustains, protects, and nourishes the entire cosmic manifestation. I offer my respectful obeisances to the Lord, who has assumed the form of a transcendental lion. Namaste Narasimhaya Shri Nrisimha Bhagavan ki,
Jai.
Prahlad Maharaj ki,
Jai.
Jai Gaura Premanande. We will see you on the next session and the quiz points will be announced next time. Hari Bol and Hare Krishna for today. Thank you very much.